Welcome to Dubai. Dubai, land of skyscrapers, giant malls, indoor ski slopes. It's crazy, it's wild. It's like Vegas on steroids, but with less clothing maybe. We see the photos, shiny buildings, fast cars. Everyone's rich and happy, right? Well, hold your camels, folks. There's another side to this desert dream. This ain't no judgment, just saying. Every shiny coin has a flip side. Let's peek behind the curtain, shall we?
Dubai is all about that look at me life. Big as this, tall as that. But bigger ain't always better, you feel me? Sometimes it's just bigger. We see the fancy cars and designer bags, but who's paying for it all? Often, it's the workers, the ones building those skyscrapers, cleaning those fancy cars. They come from far away, hoping for a better life. But that dream can turn into a nightmare real quick. We gotta talk about it. Let's be real, folks. Dubai, with its glittering skyscrapers and luxurious lifestyle, is a marvel to behold. But beneath this shiny exterior lies a harsh reality. Dubai is built on the backs of migrant workers. These workers are the unsung heroes who toil day and night to create this modern-day wonder. They come from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and many other countries. They leave their homes and families behind, driven by the hope of a better future. Looking for a way out of poverty, they arrive with dreams in their eyes and hope in their hearts. But the reality they face is far from what they imagined. They're promised good jobs, good pay, and a chance to improve their lives. These promises are often made by recruitment agencies that paint a rosy picture of life in Dubai. But what happens when they get here? Their passports are taken away, making it impossible for them to leave. Wages are withheld, and they find themselves trapped in a cycle of exploitation. Living conditions? Forget about it. They are crammed into overcrowded and unsanitary labor camps with little regard for their well-being. This ain't right, people. We can't ignore this. These are human beings. They deserve respect. They deserve dignity. Expat worker. It's tough, man. The work is grueling, the hours are long, and the pay is meager. Many of us are struggling to make ends meet. You come here with dreams, but then reality hits hard. The contrast between the opulence of the city and the harsh conditions faced by the workers is stark. We're just trying to make a living, but it's like we're trapped. The system is rigged against us, and there's no way out. We need to raise awareness about this issue and demand change. Activists and human rights organizations are working tirelessly to bring attention to the plight of these workers. They are calling for better working conditions, fair wages, and the abolition of practices that exploit and dehumanize migrant workers. Despite the hardships, these workers continue to send money back home to support their families. Their sacrifices are immense, and their resilience is commendable. Families back home rely on this money for their survival. It's a lifeline that keeps them going, even as their loved ones endure unimaginable hardships abroad. The emotional toll is heavy. Being away from family, working under harsh conditions, and facing constant uncertainty takes a significant toll on their mental and emotional well-being. Technology provides a small comfort, allowing them to stay connected with their families. But it's not enough. They deserve better. They deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. There is hope. With increased awareness and pressure on authorities, change is possible. We must stand in solidarity with these workers and demand justice. Because at the end of the day, everyone deserves a chance to live with dignity, respect, and hope for a better future. Now, Dubai's government, they say they're cracking down on worker exploitation. New laws, stricter regulations, all that jazz, and that's a good thing. But let's take a closer look at what's really happening on the ground. Are these new laws making a difference, or are they just for show? The problem is, it's still happening. Workers are still being abused. Their rights are still being violated. Despite the promises and the new regulations, the reality for many workers remains grim. They face long hours, low pay, and often live in substandard conditions. It's a harsh reality that many of us are unaware of. We gotta keep the pressure on. It's not enough to just have laws on paper. We need to see real change, and that means holding those in power accountable. Protests and advocacy are crucial in this fight. They shine a light on the injustices and keep the conversation going. Human rights activist. Absolutely. We can't let Dubai get away with this. We gotta hold them accountable. It's not just about the laws, it's about enforcement and making sure that those who exploit workers face real consequences. We need to support the workers and amplify their voices. Make sure everyone benefits from Dubai's success, not just the people at the top. The wealth and prosperity of Dubai should be shared with those who help build it. Fair wages, decent living conditions, and respect for their rights are non-negotiable. Exactly. We owe it to these workers. They deserve better. We all do. It's a matter of human dignity and justice. By standing up for their rights, we are standing up for the values that we all hold dear. Let's continue to advocate for change and ensure that every worker in Dubai is treated with the respect and fairness they deserve. We gotta think about the future, people. What happens when the water runs out? Dubai's gotta find a more sustainable way to live. S2. Media. Desalination plants in Dubai. Water scarcity in Dubai. They're using up water like it's going out of style. Desalination plants are working overtime. And guess what? That's hurting the environment. Narrator. Media. Dubai desert landscape with giant fountains. Construction of artificial islands in Dubai. Dubai's in the desert, right? So, water's a bit of an issue. But that doesn't stop them from building giant fountains and artificial islands. Speaking of the environment, have you felt the heat in Dubai? It's like an oven. And guess what makes it even hotter? All that concrete and glass. Dubai's a heat island, folks. All those buildings trap the heat. And that means more air conditioning, more energy consumption, more problems. We gotta find a balance, people, between development and sustainability. Dubai can't keep ignoring the environment. It's time for a change.
Section 7. Behind the smiles. Dubai is all about that happy, shiny image. But let's be real, folks. There's a lot of pressure to keep up appearances, to look successful, to be perfect. People are struggling with debt. Mental health issues are on the rise. But nobody wants to talk about it. Because in Dubai, image is everything. We got to remember, folks, social media isn't real life. Behind those perfect Instagram photos, people are struggling. We got to be kind to each other.
Section 8. Trapped in paradise. Dubai can feel like a golden cage for some. Strict laws, limited freedom of speech, you know the drill. It's not for everyone. You gotta watch your step. One wrong move and you could find yourself in trouble. It's not the place to be expressing your every thought. Don't get me wrong, Dubai's safe. But it's a different kind of safe. You trade some freedoms for that security. It's a trade-off, like everything else in life. Section 9. The price of progress? Look, Dubai is an incredible feat of engineering and ambition. It's a city that has risen from the sands of the desert, transforming itself into a global hub of innovation, luxury, and architectural marvels. The sheer scale and speed of its development are nothing short of astonishing. They've built something truly unique in the middle of the desert. Skyscrapers that touch the sky, man-made islands that redefine coastlines, and infrastructure that rivals the best in the world. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. You gotta give them that. The vision and determination to create such a city are commendable. But as we marvel at the glittering skyline and the futuristic architecture, we must also look beneath the surface. But progress comes at a cost. The rapid development has not been without its challenges and controversies. Behind the scenes of this glittering metropolis, there are stories of hardship and sacrifice. We gotta ask ourselves, is it worth it? The question isn't just about the physical structures, but about the human and environmental toll. The workers who toil under the scorching sun, often in harsh conditions, to build this city of dreams. Is Dubai's success worth the exploitation of workers? Many of these laborers come from far-off lands, lured by the promise of better wages, only to find themselves in difficult and sometimes exploitative situations. Their stories are a stark contrast to the opulence that Dubai represents. The damage to the environment, the rapid urbanization has also taken a toll on the natural landscape. The construction of artificial islands, the extensive use of resources, and the environmental footprint of such rapid development are significant concerns. These are the questions we gotta grapple with. As we look to the future, we must consider the sustainability of such progress. Can we continue to build at this pace without addressing the underlying issues? Because Dubai is a glimpse into the future. It shows us what is possible when ambition meets resources. But it also serves as a cautionary tale. A future where progress and excess collide, where the pursuit of grandeur can sometimes overshadow the basic principles of fairness and sustainability. A future where progress and excess collide. The dazzling lights and towering structures are impressive, but they come with a price. A price that includes the well-being of workers and the health of our planet.
And we can't ignore the human cost. The labor laws need reform. The workers deserve better. They are the backbone of this city's success, and their rights and dignity must be upheld. It's not just about building structures. It's about building a society that values every individual. It's a tough conversation, but it's one we need to have. We must balance progress with compassion, innovation with responsibility. The future of our cities depends on it. We need to ensure that the march towards progress does not trample on the rights and well-being of those who make it possible. Progress shouldn't come at the expense of human dignity. As we celebrate the achievements of cities like Dubai, we must also advocate for fair treatment of workers and sustainable practices. Only then can we truly call it progress.
Section 10. Think before you Insta-Brag. So next time you see that Dubai selfie on your feed, think about the whole picture, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Dubai is a complex place. It's dazzling and problematic all at the same time. It's up to us to stay informed, to ask questions, to demand better.
Because the future ain't just about bigger buildings and shinier cars. It's about creating a world that works for everyone, a world that's sustainable and just. That's the Dubai I want to see. Peace out.